Right, here I've got Jim. I just want to show you how I'd pick up a rat. Now, you never grab them from the top. They really don't like it, and you mustn't just pick them up with one hand unless they're a very, very tiny rat, and even then it's not a good idea because they can wriggle out of your body. You see Jim's wriggling here. A lot of rats do not like being picked up. If you're going to pick up a rat, always scoop them from underneath in two hands, get them close to your body, and they'll be much happier. Now, if this was a baby rat, I would scoop them up with two hands, with one hand in front of the face, one behind the rear end, and then they wouldn't be able to move forwards or backwards. Never squeeze a rat when you lift them up. Jim wants to play, and I'll show you why Jim wants to play. Because if I can just let him go, and we'll just move the camera. You see, we have a massive, ignore my feet there, we have a massive big room here for them to play in. And we've taken over my friend's living room before the furniture arrives because they've just moved house. So we've been very fortunate that we have cleaned the house up. We've hoovered, we've washed the floor, we've steam cleaned the floor. We're ensured that it's very clean. And the rats are having a wonderful time. Now we have other videos that show you how to remove a rat from the cage if you can't handle them. So if you're not sure about picking up rats and moving them from cage to cage, I'll make a note of the other videos titles for you at the end. Or actually I'll put the title in the description for you. Because I know a lot of you turn off the annotations, so you wouldn't actually see if I just put a note at the end. Boys are having great fun. The girls, if I was on my own, like today, I'd only have 2 rats out at a time, so I can keep a really good eye on them. The girls yesterday, we had 3 girls in here, and they're so lively. There were 3 of us, and we each watched 1 rat. Although there's nowhere for them really to get into trouble in this room, because we've put barriers around the heater over there, which is switched off anyway because it's summer. We've removed anything that was in here with cables. So just make sure your room is nice and safe. The windows and doors are shut. If you've got your rats out, always tell people that your rats are out so they don't suddenly open the door and knock your rats over, because that's not a very nice thing to happen for a poor little rat in playtime. Let's see if we can get a bit closer to these rats down here. There's Jim. Hey Jim. Hello Jim. They were a little bit nervous because it was a new location, but they've settled down really well. Jim's moving the whole tunnel. Pippin's come to see what's going on. Good fun, isn't it, boys? Now, 3 of these brothers are quite a lot larger and very overweight, even though they've all been fed the same diet, and we don't give them any treats at all. And even fruit is restricted, so they only have fruit twice a week. So there's someone nibbling my toes now. But we think it was possibly because they were taken away from their mother when they were just 2.5 weeks old and put onto normal rat food, Reggie rat, which we wouldn't normally have little rats on anyway. So we're not really sure why. So we're obviously trying to encourage them to exercise as much as possible. So that's why it's important your rats get there at least an hour a day. And there's my toes out of the cage. To just run about. And when look, Pippin's actually going up the ladder. I thought he was going to go up the ladder then. These boys do not like using the agility equipment. Jim, that's it. Don't pull the barrier on yourself. Good boys. But we found the boys really not very interested in the agility equipment. They do love the tunnels though. Jim. Oh, Pickle. He's trying to get behind that heater. Come on, you trouble. Come on. No, there's a little gap and you're not going to squeeze through there, no, because you're far too big. There's little Pippin. So yeah, make playtime fun and safe. Never force your rats to do tricks and things. The rat will know what they can do safely, so don't force them to do something. If they don't want to do tricks, well then, some rats will and some won't. It's not worth making your rats do daring stunts. I've seen rats in videos doing the most dangerous things just because their owners want to be popular on YouTube. Your rat's health and safety should come first. You know, and if you do see something dangerous on YouTube, you should report the video, because it's not worth risking your rat's life in order to make a popular video. It's not clever, it's not smart. Your rat's health and welfare must come before you being popular on YouTube. Rats are cute enough as it is. So there's my little boys having a lovely little playtime.